we're going to do Spell Plague Caverns. This one is going to be a bit longer than the others. I normally like keeping it to 15 minutes. However, a lot of people wipe this dungeon, and they do it for about three primary reasons: overpull, not watching your flank, and on the final boss, not going through the eyes and killing the flame, the portals, and so on. In this, you're going to see on the final boss, they're not going to do that, and you're going to see a wipe, and you'll see why. And then we'll cover again the mistakes that they made and how to actually complete it properly. This is Spell Plague Caverns, Pug Group, so hopefully we won't wipe too many times. The main thing that can cause a wipe here is the tank pulls too much of any given area at a time. Like here, see, he's already ran past. You gotta, these things will pop up. They won't be there at first, and if you've got any latency, they'll pop up after you run past them, and then you'll wind up with 2, 3, or 4 of these popped up and massive aggro. You want to try to avoid that. Otherwise, the only real difficult parts about this is the boss fights. They can get a bit iffy. And there they go. Move down. Here comes more of the things. As I was saying, they're going to pop up. Now, if they had not ran down the center, if you had ran down the left, you could have avoided this mass melee scenario and sectioned them off, making that fight much easier.
It is time to end this conflict.
This is a bit technical. He will connect chains to players. If you're chained to another player, do not touch each other. You've got to kill him multiple times, and it's going to be a series. He's going to pull up magical items or magical ads. You got to kill them before you can kill him. And you will get, eventually you will get chained to a fireball. You have to get him and the fireball. You have to get between. You have to get behind him so the chained fireball is on the opposite side. You always want to watch what round he's on, because the other area can turn into lava really quick. You'll notice no one's doing any damage. The reason is you got to defeat the... Notice he's on the outside ring. There you go. Everybody in the middle gets whacked. Alright. This is where it's pulling up those magical items. You have to destroy all of those. Now he should get that ball so that it strikes him. When it strikes him, then we can then damage him, see? And this is a typical wash, rinse, and repeat scenario of these steps. But until you whack him with one of those fireballs, he's impervious. Notice he's on the inside. And this is just a continual until the end. He will, toward the end, jump up onto the anvil and hook everybody. Here he comes. Notice he's on the outside. We move to the outside. He needed to have dragged that fireball over to him. Notice they're chained. You got to stay apart until that wears off.
Rival ally become. I shall burn away your transgressions.
He does not always stay on the outside, so you got to really watch where he is. Now he should drag that fireball between them. Bam. Then we can damage him. He's on the outside. They're going to run through the middle. And
shall burn away your transgressions.
see, he moved to the center.
Our real trial begins.
This is where he chains everybody. He's sucking up your health, so you've got to knock him down. Otherwise, he'll just keep plowing everybody's health up on you. Now he cannot suck up any more health. You're just going to be stuck here for a minute. Avoid the fireballs.
Fire and flame decide our fate.
There we go.
Your struggle is futile.
So here we go for the third time.
Perish together.
Again, here comes the weapons. He's blocked. She keeps running next to me and it's causing damage.
Rival ally become. I shall burn away your transgressions.
Here goes the fireball.
Fire, bring order to my domain. And so, the verdict is revealed. I accept my sentence.
And that's your first boss. Moving along. More tank and spank. Here they're going to come out of these portals that are up on these gateways or whatever. This boss is real tricky. It will stun you and then push you off. So you've got to really watch what you're doing on this one. Now, this guy, when he goes to do his thing, you've got to get behind him or you get stunned. There. So you get behind him and you don't get stunned. He's about to do a throw. There. Sometimes he will do it and it will throw you off as well. There you go. Now here you've got to hit your Q key. It'll make a target, and then left mouse click, and you jump. Here you have to collect the book. We got to go through here, defeating all of these and collecting the books. You need the books to go to the next stage. See, there's a book right there. Watch these. Let them come up, otherwise you run past them. You're aggroing more than you need to. Alright. You'll grab a book. You can get all of them, one of them, it doesn't matter. Just, they all have to be collected in order for it to, for you to bypass the next section. Whoever collects a book has to put it onto the pedestal here in a minute. That book. And move on down. Watch that bullet. See, he'll pop right up on you. He'll instantly burrow down and then come up on the entire group from underneath. There's another book here. Again, you go running through here, all of these things are going to pop at once, and then you've got a big mass melee on your hands, which you really want to try to avoid. But I have seen tanks do it. By this point, you should have collected all of the books. I want to move here so when they attack him. Once that little DPS check is done, everybody has to put your books on. Once all the books are placed, that then opens the portal. This boss has a couple of different mechanics. We'll cover them as we go. You may want to pause and replay. We're going to go whacking on her a little bit. Alright. Now these come up. Avoid those because they are going to shoot beams out and damage you. Oops. Didn't move fast enough, the second one got me. Now we kill the tentacles. Where's the eye? There's one where an eye pops up. You've got to go through the eye to be able to damage her during the fight. And I'm going to die here unless the healer gets on his game. All right. And there is your first wipe. Someone did not go through the eye when it was there. The tank is supposed to do that, but undoubtedly he didn't. So do not get in front of her or she'll stun you when that eye icon comes up. All right, there's the eye. There. Now you kill the tentacles. Get out of the way quick enough. Oh, hate it when that happens. They didn't go through the eye. And you cannot be looking at her. So long as your back is turned, you're typically good. Go through the eye. Kill the tentacles. Tentacles turn into balls of fire. You gotta kill those. If you don't go through those eyes and kill that stuff, she will do a final and it's a wipe. As you saw. Someone. Normally I take it on myself to go through, although your DPS should not be the first ones through there. It should be your tank, so he can pull in and pull the aggro. But that's what I get for here. You gotta destroy the planar tears. There we go. Back through the eyes. notice this time she didn't say, now you all die. All right, and that is normally what causes a wipe in this dungeon. And there you go, Spill Plague Caverns.